All right, artists, for our first drawing project of the year, we're going to work on creating a dragon's eye. I think eyes are really fun and interesting to draw and to look at. So I hope that you guys enjoy learning how to draw this. Everybody on their table will have some inspiration sheets, and this is where we're going to draw some ideas from. So you'll have an assortment of different types of dragon's eyes to look at, and you can mix and match which eye pieces you like best. They're all a little bit different and they're all a little unique, just like all of you. So we're going to work on brainstorming a little bit and drawing some designs to see what we come up with that we like the best. So after you've done a little bit of brainstorming, you're going to figure out what type of eye you want to draw. And these are some of the basic steps that you can follow. An eye shape is a curved line, and then it comes down to a smaller corner, almost like it's a circle that's pinched on each side. So I'm going to draw my big eye shape in the center of my paper. So this is the shape you would draw if you were going to make the white part of an eye. So for a dragon's eye, we want to add lots of lines and interest. So I'm going to trace that same shape again right on the outside edge of the first shape so that I've got some extra lines for interest. In here you can add whatever type of dragon pupil you like. That is the shape of the center of the eye. There's lots of different shapes you could go with. This one's got kind of a funny moon shape inside of it. You could make it creepy. You could decide my eye shape. I'm going to draw really big. This is the iris. That's the colored part of the eye. And the pupil is the part of the eye that's black in our eyes. It's the part of the eye that lets light in. I'm just going to add some highlights in here just to make it look interesting. I might make this actually a little bit bigger, the center of my dragon eye. It's always a good idea to draw light if you're not sure of where you're going with an idea so it doesn't look too messy, but I'm going to color that in black so it's not really going to make too much of a difference. So now that I've got the center part of my eye, I'm going to work on adding some detail around the outside edge of this dragon eye. So for detail, I'm going to add scales. My dragon scales are going to be big or small or a mixture of both. So I'm going to start with some bigger dragon scales. And they're going to come all the way around the outside of my eye. Again, maybe you want to start with a different type of scale. Maybe you want smaller scales. This is the part where you get to choose as the artist. Artists make choices all the time in their artwork. So I'm going to continue to add different layers and shapes of scales. These scales will show texture. You might remember that texture is the way something feels. And I'm guessing a dragon would feel kind of bumpy, and I bet their skin is pretty tough. I'm going to add some more little curved lines. These are going to be little scales. We want to make it interesting by adding all different types of lines and shapes. So maybe behind here, I'm going to add some scales that are shaped like mountains maybe. They also are like what you would draw if you were drawing a fish's scales. I'm going to draw another row like this. And then maybe some big ones back here. I'm kind of running out of space, but I'm going to fill up my entire page because I want this to look like a picture, like it's a close-up, like a zoomed in image of a dragon's eye. These pencil lines are bothering me. Okay, so I'm gonna work down here on the other side of my eye. And you can refer to our inspiration sheets and you can mix and match different ideas. You can use your own ideas. I'd love to see what types of ideas you come up with because you all can make artistic decisions. I'm gonna make another group of these tiny scales. And then maybe some more of those medium-sized scales, just so I get a nice variety of scale designs. You do want to see small, medium, and large. You want all different variations of shapes. All right, so I filled up my page. I think that looks pretty good. The next thing I'm gonna do is trace all of this with Sharpie, and I'll do that in fast forward so you don't need to watch me make every single mark.